The sonata by Alfred Schnittke is really an unusual experience, I feel, as much for the performers as the audience. Because through our work on it, we've really come to a kind of interpretation of it as a journey for a person, perhaps actually maybe even Schnittke himself. It feels a bit autobiographical. So it's a journey of a soul through transformation to a really ascending light place. But of course every transformation is usually pretty difficult, and it goes to extremes. The sonata really goes to some very deep and dark places.
And also it has a lot of lows and a lot of highs, but in such it's so extreme.
And so because of that, the experience for us playing it is that we really have to go outside of ourselves, outside of our
no more
usual
comfort zone.
Definitely no comfort zone, and you will see that if you come to the concert. Maybe 90-95% of the audience members have never heard the Schnittke, and they get the chance to hear it for the first time. And it's the same when you see somebody reading a really good book and you're like, wow, I wish I was reading that book for the first time. So I always have that feeling before we perform Schnittke, because it's such an experience. And yes, there are always new elements that come through when we perform it. For us as musicians, as one's really familiar with the work and as like a friend that we keep coming back to. But for an audience member that has never heard this, and they're in for an experience, and
that's the thing. Like it's an experience, and it's to hear the piece, to see someone perform it. It's very strong, and it's for a music performance. Like, do not underestimate the power of Schnittke. It's incredible. Yeah. And to work on a piece like that, it's fantastic.
We kind of do an unusual order of the programming also. So we don't do chronological. We don't start from the romantic and go forward from there, or from the classical. We usually mix things up and put things backwards. And when you just look at a program coming into the concert hall, you think, well, why did they do this? But the idea is to juxtapose, and since everything in life really is relative, how you hear a certain piece is really based on what you've heard before, what you'll hear after. So when you come from 1915, which is the Debussy, to 1978, which is the Schnittke, was it 2000 for the Saariaho, and then bam, we go back to Brahms. It's like a time-traveling experience, and you hear with fresh ears something that seemingly has been done over and over and over again. I think the main goal is not to leave a person indifferent, because that would be the worst. As long as you feel something, whether you hate it or you love it, you came out of there with something more than what you came in with. And that's, if we achieve that, after a concert, that, mission accomplished.
I think so, yeah.